Hello everyone, this is Lynette with the Skin Candy. We are back. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a talking video today. I'm doing something a little different. I am not making cold processed soap today. I'm actually going to be working on a new recipe that I am formulating. I have a client that is requesting a sugar scrub, but not my regular whipped sugar scrub. She has a customer base that has a regular emulsified sugar scrub and is not able to get it from that vendor anymore. So she's reached out to me to see if I can formulate something. So I have my formulation in front of me. I'm only going to make 8 ounces today. So if this works, I will eventually probably post this recipe maybe on a future video. I'm not sure. But we'll just see how it goes. So I have my bowl here. I don't know why it has little spots in it. Let me re-clean it out. Try from the rubbing alcohol. So in my bowl, I'm going to measure out all of my ingredients to put on the hot plate. And right behind me, right here, is my hot plate, and I've already got one of them already going. When I do recipes like this, I don't heat it in a pan and then transfer it over. I just don't like the transfer part because it always leaves a yucky residue. So I actually just put this right on my hot plate. I've not had any problems with it ever, and it seems to work well. So we're going to start out with our sunflower oil. Oops, got a little too much there. I'm going to grab a little pipette. Since I'm formulating this, I want this to be spot on, or as close to spot on as I can get it. And this sugar scrub is an emulsified sugar scrub. So what that means is that we're mixing the oils together, or binding the oils with the wax. We're emulsifying it. And it just makes it really creamy and more smooth, so when you're using it in the shower, you can rinse it off and it doesn't leave a greasy residue. So we're doing an emulsified one because that's the recipe that this other formulator or this other vendor had. So now we're going to do my shea butter. We're doing a great big order right now of bath crumble, so we're doing shea butter in it. So I have a big container of it. Normally I have, okay, I'm just going to put a little tiny bit more in because it's 0.32 and my scale only measures out in 0.05 ounces. Then the next that's going to be going on is my rice bran oil. My rice bran oil I get from, right now it's from Crafter's Choice. I don't have a tried and true vendor that I use. I actually go off of who has the best price and who has the best shipping at the time. And right now Wholesale Supplies Plus is winning out. So I normally buy from Soaper's Choice, but not today. So rice bran oil's done. My e-wax. So this is just a Millard's emulsified wax. Again, a lot of people have their own preferences. From what I can see and understand, an emulsifying wax seems to be just the same. This is non-GMO. It's cosmetic grade. I just bought this on a sample one time to do samples for a customer, and I've just been kind of using it here and there as I go. Okay, that's my emulsifying wax. We're also going to be using stearic acid, which is a great thickener. I use stearic acid in quite a few things. I use stearic acid in my shaving bars. I use stearic acid in my dish soap bars. Okay, got that. And then we have jojoba or beeswax. This was just some beeswax that I had sitting around. I think it was sent to me as a sample. As you can see, it's just a tiny bit. And then the same amount of jojoba. Ooh, dripping. That lid's not very right. Okay. I don't want to be losing my jojoba oil. It's expensive. Okay, I'm going to put this on to melt, which will probably only take a few minutes. So we're just going to put this on to melt, and we'll be back in a few minutes when it is done. Okay, so we have our oils and butters all melted down. And now I am going to add in my sugar, and then I'm going to put it on the mixer to mix up. And then once it reaches 120 or below, I'll add my fragrance oil, vitamin E, and my preservative. So add the sugar in. And for this, I am just using regular white sugar. Oops, I need to turn that on. Oops, that is a little bit too much. Okay, let's just move this out of the way. We'll get our mixer in here. The mixer I've already gone ahead and cleaned. And I'm not going to be able to see it very well. Let's see, what if I turn it sideways, maybe? Okay, so I'm not putting it on the whipper, on the whip. One, I'm just using my regular paddle. And this is a Cook, I think it's called a Cook Lee. I'll have to look at the brand. But I got this on Amazon. And why are you not? Oh, because I need to plug it in. Let me plug that in. Be right back. Okay, so for this particular batch, I am not going to color it. The customer does, I don't know if she wants it colored, so I'm going to leave it uncolored and then offer that later. So we're just going to mix that up really fast. Let me see if I can zoom you in a little bit more. See if you can see it. Not really. But I'll show you when we're done. Because this is such a little amount, I probably didn't even need to put it in the mixer. I probably could have mixed it in my hand. I probably could have done this in a smaller bowl. Now that I'm thinking about it, I actually started out thinking that I was going to do a larger, like a double or triple batch, but then I decided if she doesn't like it, then what do I do? I love this Cookly mixer. One, because it was really inexpensive. Because it has suction cups on the bottom and it keeps it everything. So, okay. That looks like good and mixed in. Now I've got to mix in my, I'm going to mix in my preservative, my vitamin E, and shrink you guys back a little bit. I'm going to get my stove out of the way and then re-plug in my scale. Sorry, we had a little bit of technical difficulties. My stand that hangs my camera from the ceiling decided to fall off. So my husband, thank goodness, was just getting off of work and he came down to see what I was doing and put it back up for me and actually mounted it so that it's not going to move. So that makes it really nice. So for this, let's defaulting to that. Since, even though this doesn't have water in it, since it is going to be exposed to water, I like to be able to add a preservative in here because it'll just help with mold and mildew, especially if this is going to be sent to a place that's really humid. I mean, I don't know, right now where I live, it's really humid. We rarely, in the summers, we have a little bit more humidity because it's hotter, but we're dying right now. 73% humidity. This is crazy for us. So I'm just gonna mix that in by hand. And you could use different types of sugar. You could use the turbinado sugar, you could use brown sugar, you could use the organic cane sugar. We're just choosing to use the regular white sugar because cost is a factor, and white sugar is still relatively inexpensive, and it still does a great job. We use regular white cane sugar in our whipped sugar scrubs, and it's amazing. Okay, so now we're going to add our fragrance oil in, and my fragrance oil is in a great big 10-pound or 25-pound container. So we use so much peppermint, sorry, not fragrance oil, but essential oil. We use so much peppermint essential oil that I buy it in great big jugs. Saves money, saves me time. Gonna mix that in. course, you guys kind of get the idea of when I get a bigger order for this. We're making this in big batches. And then I sell it to them by the ounce or by the pound or even by the gallon, depending on what they want. I'm actually hoping that they go with our whipped sugar scrub, to be honest, because I think it's fabulous. All right, where did my container go? So I've already cleaned out my container. I already cleaned and sanitized my container. I'm going to do a quick measurement on this to make sure that I didn't lose any. And this looks really fluid right now. That's because the butters and oils are still warm. Let's get a quick measure, a quick temp on this really fast just to see. Yeah, so we're at 92 degrees still. So 89 at the bottom. Let's see. I know that my container weighs about 85 ounces or 0.85 ounces. So we're at 8.75. So that's just right on, almost right on the mark of 8 ounces, and that's what I wanted to get. So there you go. This is our sample of the Emulsified Sugar Scrub. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and let us know what you think. We would love to hear some comments, some feedback as to what you guys would like to see. We are trying to post more often. Things in 2022 got really crazy, but I feel like 2020 and 2021 were just as crazy too. But we're hoping that things are going to start normalizing soon. But just to let you know, this will solidify up. Okay. So that's the sugar scrub. We will, if this is good, then we'll have it listed. If not, we'll just keep selling our whipped sugar scrub. But until then, we'll see you later. Bye.